Welcome to the Full LED channel again. Today we're going to do another beginner's stretch class. So let's begin. So inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale as you bring them down again. Again, inhale, lengthen the spine, arms to the sky. Exhale as you bring them down. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale again, bend the knees. And big inhale here, take your arms up to the sky. And exhale, bend your knees again. Inhale, arms to the sky. Let's lengthen out that spine. Extending each leg and lengthening the arm even more. Up towards the sky. So that leg that bends, the arm is this longer arm. So as you bend the knee, you lengthen the arm. Exhale, bring it down again. Big inhale, let's get that spine really nice and activate that spine. So extending that arm even longer and bending that knee as we do. So continue to lengthen. Let's get that spine nice and warm. Now place your chin on your chest and we're going to roll down through the spine. Curve the back, touch the toes and uncurl the back as we come up. So we're going to go down again, chin on the chest, and curl that back on the forward fold, up again, uncurl the back. So down towards, touch your toes, into the forward fold, uncurl the back. So rolling down through the spine, into the forward fold, uncurl the back, up. So we get a nice stretch on those hamstrings every time we get into the forward fold position. Now bend the knees and straighten the knees. So when you bend the knees, you inhale, and as you stretch them, you exhale. So here, bend the knees, inhale, exhale on the stretch. So we're warming up that spine and the hamstrings. And to get an extra stretch, press your hands behind your ankle and inhale and exhale. So you inhale as you prepare, exhale on the stretch. So let's prepare the hips. So you can move them backwards and forwards, pushing that hip forward and backwards. So let's activate those hips and we're going to circle them 4 times to the right and circle them to the other side now. So you need to isolate everything but the hips. And let's stretch over onto the left side, right side, and we're going to give that leg a good stretch. Just relax over, take deep breaths, go over to the other side now. If you are unable to touch your toes, just hang over as much as you can. Place your hand on your shin. So into the upright position now, and you touch the shin or your toe individually, depending on how flexible you are at this stage. If you feel uncomfort keeping your legs stretched, you can keep them slightly bent. Let's into the upward facing dog and downward facing dog now. So downward facing dog to start with. As you go forward, open up the chest up and keep it up as much as you can. Let's activate the body, pushing everything into that upward facing dog. So let's continue now to warm the hips up. So sit in the butterfly position. Check your back, make sure the lower back is lifted, which is very important. and we bounce the legs to warm up those hips. So the important thing to check is your lower back, and try and feel your back straight, which is very important if you're going to begin stretching. Posture is very important there. So first thing we need to do is establish a straight back, keep it straight. Then from here we can work on getting the flexibility in the hamstrings. So just pointing and flexing your feet to start with to activate those hamstrings, and we can just like move forwards and backwards, and you'll feel the stretch in the top of your hamstrings. Keeping those legs fully stretched, of course. So back up straight, legs fully stretched. Hold onto your shins now. Just move the head just to ensure that it's nice and warm as well. Now we're going to inhale, arms up high, exhale as you go forward. And here we can like do some gentle bounces to really lengthen those hamstrings again. So just bouncing forward like I'm doing now, keeping your foot pointed or flexed. And that will activate those hamstrings. And what we're going to do here is we're going to lie on our back, keeping the left leg bent, and we're going to do some 8 kicks on the right leg. Again here, leg fully stretched. In ballet terms, this would be a grand battement. So 8 times on each side. Change sides now. Point your feet and just bring the leg as far towards you as you can. So even here we're stretching and we're warming up those hamstrings for deep stretching. Okay, let's repeat that. Inhale, forward fold. Exhale as you go forward, remember. And we're going to continue to bounce. So these are the first steps you do if you want to start stretching. Just in the forward fold position and just reaching over and trying to touch your toes. So sweep forward with the hands. Exhale as you go forward. Exhale here, bring them up. Exhale, inhale here as you recover. So exhale, sweep your arms forward. Inhale here. Exhale, and just hold into your toes, and you can hold this position now. Deep breathing. And just hold it there. If you can't touch your toes, place your hands on your shins. As long as your legs are stretched, you'll be okay. And let's do each leg at a time now. So right leg forward. Or you can place your hands on grab your toes, or you place your hands either side of you. And try and get your nose to your knee now, seeing as we should be quite warm now. So you can try and get your nose to your knee. Remember to exhale as you go towards your knee. So in each stretch, you exhale. That releases the muscle to make it easier for the stretch. Then you can hold into your ankle and just point and flex your feet. Let's change sides now. Same thing. I'm just going to stretch forward, exhaling each time we stretch on the stretch. So at this point, what we're going to do now, just going to get that this position, which relaxes the lower back. So twisting both legs at a time, this releases the tension in the lower back. For anybody who's not used to stretching, you do this before you continue with the legs in the second position, which I'm about to show you now. This is the second position. So you get your legs as far open as you can. If you're feeling discomfort, you can close them slightly. So you either place your hands on your toes, depending on how flexible you are, of course, or place them on your shins and just hold it there for 45 seconds or 30 seconds. So if you're feeling discomfort on your abductor muscles, try and resist, because this is the point in which your muscles are lengthening. So the more you resist, the more you'll improve your flexibility. But it takes getting used to. Just relax and resist. Deep breathing, and those muscles will gradually lengthen and get longer. Again, make sure your back is straight as well, of course. Lower back nice and lifted. And just keep those legs stretched and just relax. So I'm just going to go over to the left side. You get a nice stretch on that right side of your ribs. So lengthen that arm in a diagonal line, holding the other hand holding onto your foot, and we're going to stretch here. You can even go even lower with that left shoulder, place it near your knee. But today we're just going to hold on to our foot and lengthening the other arm in a diagonal line. So you can hold that for 30 seconds. We're going to the other side now. "30 seconds each side." Just stretch it, get that stretch on those hamstrings, and believe me, they are improving. Doing this exercise every day, you will improve, no doubt at all. The more you stretch, the looser you get, the more flexibility you gain. And let's continue. So just going to do a final back stretch. So a baby cobra. So keep your hips flat. Okay, don't raise your hips, and you only lift it back up here. So beginning of your head, release your chest, and then you go up into the child pose. So we're going to do a nice stretch on the hips now. So into the low lunge, place both hands just above your knee and put all the pressure on that hip flexor just to warm it up. So inhale, exhale, straighten the leg in front, and you can take your nose to your knee. So you've done 40 minutes of stretching, so you can go far forward as you can. You should be able to go a bit forward now. So just take your nose there and relax, taking deep breaths. So this low lunge is the position you would do prior to doing a full split, because it prepares the groin and the hamstrings. So once we're flexible, you'll be doing this position here, and we'll be going sliding back into the splits. But today, in this beginner's class, we'll be using this exercise just to warm up to stretch the hips and the hamstrings. So push into that left side and inhale, exhale, take your nose to your knee. So thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the vid. Place a like on the thumb and subscribe if you haven't. And click on notifications because I'll have more stretching for beginner videos coming along the way each week. So thank you for watching again and see you soon.